Hello, pretty people. Today we're going to work on the rest of the rivals from Yandere Simulator. Now I know this technically isn't all the rivals, but I refuse to even touch the creepiness of the nurse and the teacher. This is already hard enough to work with. But on with the video, I suppose. This is the quick intro. So this time around, I decided to do all the character sketches in IBS Paint instead of in my sketchbook. So you get to see my process and struggle with doing interesting poses. Though I kind of gave up on making interesting poses near the end. But whatever. And since we did everything in the program, now not only can you see my notes, but my line art is a bit different too. Personally, I think it's a lot more cleaner, but you can tell me what you think in the comments. So first off, we have Asu Rito. She's the top athlete in her region and very easygoing. Now, the first thing I realized was that they didn't really specify what sport she did. No, I'm using my phone to get all this info, so if the desktop version of the site has better info on her, I apologize. But anyway, they didn't mention it in the phone version. So I made her the captain of the swim team. Though now that I look closely at her design, it seems she has a person swimming on her club armband and goggles. So whatever, I'm still saying it's my original idea. Anyway, I gave her a boy's uniform because I want her to be more tomboyish, and I feel like she doesn't really care about her uniform and more just about sports. Now, I had a lot of trouble with getting her pose to make sense. The damn arm gave me so much trouble for the longest time, but not as long as the club armbands / pins. We will get into that later, though. Next up, we have Osaru Shidesu. She is the leader of the school gang with a mysterious past. Well, that's vague and boring. Let's try and give her a bit more flair. I decided to make her a trans woman for funsies. This is figured to the whole school, even to her friends. She fears that everything she has will be destroyed as she comes out, so she keeps it hidden. Why does she have this fear? Well, because she already tried telling her parents, but her father ended up getting violent and she had to protect herself. Now, anytime people even make insinuations or jokes, she hurts them. She's afraid, and that's all she knows. One day, Taro finds out, though, and he doesn't react badly like she expected. She still gets angry and tries to hurt him, but she's frozen in place by fear that he will tell. So instead, she's not so subtly follows him around school, making sure he doesn't tell. Eventually, he starts inviting her to hang out with him, and this is where their friendship and the game starts. I don't know why I got so invested in giving her an interesting backstory, but I was given so little to work with, and bam, the idea of her being trans popped into my head, and I rolled with it. To talk about the art, I made her hair shorter and harder to grab in fights, and I also curled up strands of it like a devil horns. I also gave her dyed blonde hair because I just thought it would look cute. Okay, next up we have Hanahako Yamada, Taro's little sister and just all-around creep. I hate her character. Her design is simple as hell, and her character as a whole is creepy. So we're changing a lot of it. First off, I wanted to make her more protective of her brother than clingy. She became even more protective when the killing started happening around her brother's school, so she decided to enroll to keep her an eye out. Now, why would she be a rival in this version, you may ask? Well, while she did come to the school to protect her brother, she also came because she noticed a pattern. Every girl that gets close to him mysteriously dies, so it's also her goal to prevent people from getting close to her brother to protect them. For her design, I made her as soft-looking as possible, with a little wink to nudge at the fact that this character has a secret, and the secret is that she could kick your ass. I also made the heart pin that was in her hair a little more visible and gave her two of them for symmetry. Lastly, we have Magami Sako, the student body president and complete rich girl. Now, I'm fine with this as a character, I just want to give her more of a story. So I decided she has a very overbearing family who pressures her to be the best looking, best student, best classmate. She has even started this pressure on herself. She does care for the school, and she has the money. Why shouldn't she put bodyguards and cameras everywhere? It's to protect everyone and finally track down the killer. I imagine she got very little sleep, so she hides her under eye bags and makeup. Now, I'll admit, I'm not very proud of her design. I feel it doesn't show that I'm one day away from a breakdown look. I also feel her skin and her hair just don't make sense together. I feel they clash too harshly, and as much as I want to make her dark skin with white hair, maybe I should have given her a different hairstyle or a different hair color altogether or something because it doesn't look good on her right now. Maybe I should have given her texture hair instead of sticking to the original. I don't know, that's on me. With all that out of the way, I can finally talk about the thing that gave me the most trouble in this piece. Those goddamn armbands. I couldn't decide if I wanted them and just ignore the negative connotations, of a similar armband, which I'm not even going to bring up in this video, or if I wanted to give them a different color but keep the shape, or if I just wanted to go with the pins. But, like, it didn't have a Japanese feel. In the end, I just decided to go with the pins because they were the least problematic. But, I don't know. I still feel iffy about this decision. With that, though, we end today's video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. Goodbye.